Shout out to Kim Heller. Most of you guys might not know who Kim Heller is, but Kim Heller is a political commentator, and she's also an author. She writes books about politics, and she also comments on politics. She does political research and speaks based on fact, well-researched information. So today I want you to listen to her explain how Mr. Ramaphosa is just an agent to his masters. It's just an agent, and he doesn't even carry much weight because he's disposable. They can even easily replace him if he doesn't do his job properly. There is a clip of Kim Heller explaining what I just said to you guys.
All these people are beholden to white power. So Ramaphosa is just an agent of white power. He's not that important. I mean, he's disposable. White people would choose somebody that they think will advance their interests. So they're probably already thinking of somebody else to replace him because he's not doing the job very well for them. He's not convincing. He's lost credibility amongst all sectors. So I actually feel sorry for this white mainstream media because they're selling something that can't be sold, actually. And at some stage, we cannot... propaganda won't work. Transformation agenda. They're complicit in pushing white power and making black politics the politics of distraction. So they are not an agent of telling the truth. It's a great shame that journalism in this country is just mere propaganda. But shame on the public for accepting so readily and without any critical discourse what is fed to us day in and day out.
You just heard Kim Heller. Yes, she's a white woman. Yes, she's vocal. Yes, she speaks about black people. She speaks about white people, and she's not biased. She doesn't favor white people, and she also doesn't favor black people. So she's just a political commentator who stands on the side of the truth, who stands on the side of speaking facts, who stand on the side of reporting information based on what is true, not propaganda. So you just heard her explain that Cyril Ramaphosa, the president of our country, is actually a nobody without his masters. His masters are the one who put him in place because they have their own agendas. We know his masters are the people who are running the economy, the people who have the businesses, the people who have invested a lot in this economy. Those are Mr. President Cyril Ramaphosa's masters, and they can easily replace him anytime. And she went on explaining the fact that this guy now, there is not even convincing anymore. People are not buying his approach. People are not buying his leadership. People are not respecting his leadership. These people can easily replace him. And you hear and you can see at this point that they are actually trying to replace him. That's why they are merging the ANC to be working with the DA, because they want the DA's leadership to also step in play so they can control the DA's leadership, because the ANC's leadership, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, people have lost confidence in him. People have lost respect for him. People don't believe anything he says anymore. So I think now he's in a process of being replaced, and I just hope he's aware about it, because if he's not aware, some of us can see that this coalition within the DA, this GNU, is just to coup the government, it's just to take the government under his skin without even him noticing, because he's only 1 inch away from getting out of power, and that inch, we all know it, is Phala. Phala is the only inch that can take this guy out of power, and I don't know when he's gonna be out of power, but it seems like the DA is just there as a replacement, because the EFF is not an option to these people, because the EFF doesn't take their money. The EFF doesn't believe in them. The EFF is actually against the same people who are trying to control this government of South Africa. So EFF MK is not their option. Their only option was to create these other small political parties, but they failed. So they are left with only merging the DA with the ANC. And Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, sooner than later, maybe they will get rid of him, maybe they won't. But if they do, at least I'll be one of the people who saw it coming. Thank you very much.